It's such a good question, Sarah. Thank you for asking that. I need to back it up a bit and just remind everybody that universal life force energy and harnessing its healing powers has been in existence, well, probably since people have been harnessing its power for a very long time. And you hear me talk about Usui, Reiki, or Ryoho, which is the tradition that I'm from. And it comes from a gentleman named Mikao Usui, who developed it. But he developed it and didn't just call it Reiki, because Reiki had already been in use for a long time. He called it Usui, Reiki, Ryoho, the Usui system of natural healing. When it came to the West is when it started changing. People started working with it, intuiting other symbols, and finding ways to connect universal life force energy, given the talents and understandings of the person who was doing it. So you'll have heard me say, Lightarian, Rainbow, Holy Fire, Karuna, Kundalini, Gendai, Jinlap, Saku, what's the blue star. There's so many kinds of Reiki. And if you go online and look for a list, there is not one comprehensive list, but there are commonalities that make them Reiki. So if you're actually looking for Reiki therapy, the first thing you'll know is that you are taught it through attunements. The second is that it will do no harm. It cannot do harm. The third is that it's not directed by the Reiki therapist's mind or your mind. It is a connection to universal life force energy, and it decides what's for your highest good. And the fourth point of commonality would be that there is a lineage. Someone has taught you, someone has taught the person before them, and the person before them, and the person before them. There has to be a lineage to pass these attunements down. That's what makes it Reiki. And when you go online and you look at people who are calling things Reiki, but they don't have those four commonalities, they're technically not Reiki. They may be an energy therapy that works, but they're not quite right in calling it Reiki therapy. It's a very deep story about what is Reiki and what is not Reiki, what is energy therapy, what is not energy therapy. But it's really important to bear those four commonalities in mind if you're looking for Reiki therapy.